What's going on, YouTube, man? Let me holler at you for a bit. So listen. Oh, oh. Um. So listen. Brittany Renner got 35 bodies, and as much as we want to get hung up on the 35 bodies, the thing that is not being translated is the mentality that changes on the road to those 35 bodies, right? For instance, what do most gangs have people do? They either have you jump somebody in or they have you kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get you to mentally cross a barrier so they know that once you've done something before, you won't hesitate to do it again, right? And we think people just become serial killers by just going full go and just killing everybody. No. There was an instance to where they already crossed that line, right? And then when they cross that line, they feel more comfortable crossing that line. It's the same way that I view multiple sex partners with anybody. This isn't just with women. Like, this is just with anybody. On the road to that 35, in the way that you got those 35 bodies, what mentally changed? She admitted to having sex with 3 dudes in the same day, right? Unprotected, right? What mentally changes for you to do that, to risk your life? We know that there's herpes out there and AIDS and HIV and syphilis and all these things. So when you was risking your life, you know what I'm saying? What mentally changed? And to me, it don't matter if it's a male or female, to have unprotected sex with 3 individuals in the same day is sexually irresponsible, because you don't know what either 3 of them people have, and then those 3, who knows, if they're down for that, they may go sleep with 3 more people. And 9 people in one day could have been infected with something. I don't know. Like, that's just how my mind works, right? But what's the mentality that changes on the way there? And what people fail to realize, I want to say that humans want to be the exception to every rule. Humans want to be the exception to every rule. Like, people that are not famous, they're not stars, they're not, entertainers, they want to get tattoos all over their face and the eye drops and the ice cream cones. Yeah, that may work for Gucci when he stepped into a corporate room, because he's somebody that people want to make money off of. That ain't gonna work for us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not the exception. More of us are the rule than the exception. And the thing is you could do whatever you want to do. You could go, I don't want nobody to kill nobody. But there's laws for that. You can go to jail for life, whatever. I don't want people to run up their body count, but you can do what you want. I don't want people to get tattoos on their face, but once again, you can do what you want. But there's consequences behind everything that you do, period. So if you were to go out and amass 35 bodies, there's a consequence behind that, and most of that consequence is going to come from the mindset of what you're doing, how it changed, and then you're not going to be able to go back to ground zero. Because something tells me that along that way, it was more than just one day that you smashed 3 guys or smashed 3 chicks. You are conditioning your body to get used to new feels and new thrills, and then when it's time to settle down, well, guess what? One person can't give you the feels and the thrills of 35 people. Even if that person is the quote unquote best, right? You're going to get bored, because guess what? That's only one person. And that one person may be new to you then. They're going to get old to you fast, right? And that's a mentality switch that changes when you run up your body counts and do all these different things, and then you won't be satisfied with your marriage, and then you're going to try to open up the marriage, and then you're going to try to sneak and have multiple partners. And like things kind of steamroll out of control, which is what we don't think about. But once again, people could do what they want to do. It just realize what's your long-term goal. If it's your long-term goal to be settled, to have a family, to stick with one person, and to build a life, I would not recommend you run up your body count. But, that's what makes sense to me. Yes, it may be somebody out there that can run up their body count, that can switch it off. But we're not talking about the exceptions. We're not talking about the 2% of people that can do that, right? We're talking about 98% of the world. We all act the same way. We all fall into these categories. No one is too special to not fall into one of the categories that's already set. Like we could all fall into certain categories, right? And we're not exceptions to most of the things that we see. So we have to really be intentional in how we move, so that way we don't have certain problems. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you want to have fun your whole life and you want to just do your whole life, hey, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad. I'm personally not mad at nobody. Live your life, do what you gotta do what you want to do, but there's a consequence behind it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any tattoos. I don't have any tattoos on my face. And I get to go to meetings and different things like that. Now, I ain't been to no meetings. Like, I'm looking rough right now. I've been on the grind. But when I go to, meetings, people hear what I have to say. Right? Their first impression is, hey, this is a nice guy, haircut, shirt and tie, nice shoes, nice watch. Okay, boom. So I get to just walk in comfortably. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. And when you do certain things, you know that you got to prove certain things to certain people. Like if I walk in a meeting, with a blood flag hanging from my waistband and my pants is sagging and, all of this and all that. Well, guess what, man? People going to look at me, if I'm not a rapper or anything like that, they're going to be like, man, what is this dude doing? Like, we don't want no, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think. Go.